Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sport and Suits. Let me throw a little nectar in to get this thing going. We got my man here, Jovanny, dude. Like, it's been how long, man?
It's been about a year.
At least,
year and a half,
at
yeah.
least. So Jovanny was coaching receivers or training receivers. Yeah, Sean's been out to the house and saw a couple workouts.
So it's actually Jovanny.
Yeah, it's Jovanny.
Jovanny.
Yeah.
Well, then I've been calling you the fucking wrong name the whole time.
I honestly, in college, everybody called me Gio, and I was like, there's 100+ teammates I got to correct, so I'll just go Gio.
Okay. You could have told me that a year and a half ago.
No, that's cool.
Well, shit. So yeah, I've known him for a good amount of time now. He's got an incredible story, and it's incredible what he's doing now. And so, yeah, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, brother.
I would cheers you, but you're drinking water, so and I'm not.
No, I appreciate it. Honestly, Tampa's been amazing. And you were actually one of the first people I actually met down here, and the sport of football actually introduced us. So thank you for making it a nice welcome to my new home.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So where were you before? Were you up in Buffalo?
Yeah, I was up in Buffalo. I went to the University at Buffalo, played football, ran track, and I
Had
was
a
there for a long
couple
time.
workouts after
Yeah,
ball.
had a couple workouts, couple calls, a lot of interest from just teams not in the NFL,
Right.
but a lot of Canadian,
CFL.
European, CFL. I had a local day with the Bills, and then ultimately led me to an opportunity with the Bucks down here, which turned out not to really be an opportunity, but it's okay because it led me here to Tampa. So
Everything happens for a reason.
100%. So, yeah.
Real quick, Sean, what position do you think he played?
Receiver.
Oh, you already told him.
No, you told me in the
Shit.
text message thread.
Damn it.
What position do you think I play? If I were just looking at me right now.
Yeah, what position do you think?
Probably running back.
Running back, yeah.
So I mean, not too tall, but
That's fair.
right.
That's
Well,
fair.
what were you gonna say? Like corner?
I would have said maybe like a safety
Yeah.
or something, but I've known him,
Yeah.
so I know he plays receiver.
I actually went to college as a quarterback.
No shit. Well, yeah, I mean, you can throw the shit out of the ball. I know that.
Well, how tall are you right now?
I'm just 6 flat.
6 flat.
Yeah.
Where'd
Safety.
you grow up?
So I grew up in actually Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
a place called Hayuya, Puerto Rico.
Can you do me a favor? Can you move the microphone closer to you, please?
Closer to me, right here,
Yeah, just
right there.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So I grew up in Hayuya, Puerto Rico. There was probably like 400.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, Bobby. No, there was probably around like 400 people in my own little village. It was very humble beginnings, simple life,
Playing
where
a lot of soccer, I'm assuming.
no soccer at all.
Baseball.
No, there's a lot of baseball, but where
Yeah.
I grew up, there was no sports at all. There was one thing that was athletic, and that was called the turkey race, la carrera del pavo. And
Okay.
there, it would be for Thanksgiving. So it's a big deal. Whoever wins brings home a turkey, and whoever loses brings home a small chicken. And so
I'll be damned.
my brother and I, we would win every year. We were the fastest people, and that meant a lot in our little village. So it was really cool. But again, super humble beginnings. So my grandma, you'd come home, my grandma's washing her clothes on a rock on the creek. We'd ride our horses to the store, and we'd kill what we eat. And so it was very simple. From there, basically, we went to
So
New
you
York.
grew up in La Finca.
La Finca,
that's what it
campesino,
is.
yeah.
Campesino, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
You know Spanish a little bit?
Yeah, well, my parents are like from Cuba, and
Oh, nice.
my dad's from Camagüey, which they called a campo.
Yeah, El Campo, yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much country boy, deep down, yeah.
How'd you get into football?
Yeah, so my mom decided like we had to go to the United States to learn English. And so as soon as I get here, life is a
how old
little
were you?
different. I was 10 years old.
Okay.
10 years old, and then I went back, then I came back. So really around 10 to 12 was when I moved like permanently to Fredonia, New York, up in upstate New York. And
Jesus, from
As-
Puerto Rico to New York,
As-
upstate New York.
As
Yeah,
all Puerto
cold.
Ricans do, man.
you know what? There's like different segments. No, there's different segments. If you go to Tampa, what's it called? Right above Tampa, what's it called? There's a spot where it's just a bunch of Puerto Ricans.
Pasco,
No.
Odessa, Lutz, Newport
Kissimmee.
Ridge. Oh no,
Kissimmee.
that's by Orlando.
Orlando,
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's different little segments all over, but there's a space in New York where there's a lot of Puerto Ricans, and so my mom was like, "Hey, you need to learn English," and it's me and my brother. So we flew alone. I remember my mom told me 2 words in the airport. It's like, "Excuse me" and "Thank you," And I'm like, cue me.
Umi.
And I'm like just pointing the finger at the paper, and I'm a little boy, but we grew up very fast because of that. But basically, how I learned English was after school programs. I needed to hang around English speaking people, and so that started with wrestling. Wrestling was my first sport, and I believe is honestly, in my opinion, the best sport for any young athlete. If you want to have grit and if you happen to have some sort of resilience in their life, wrestling, if you look at a single, what do I call it, single person sport, I think wrestling is like a must for, in my opinion.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
Well, actually, I hear a lot of MMA fighters say that
Yeah.
because that's the basis of any kind of, well, at least fighting sport.
Yeah.
And I can see how that translates into football, right? Because you got to tackle, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got guys that, we're multi-sport athletes that, ended up playing long careers in the NFL, and they've all played, basketball or baseball or something growing up. Wrestling makes the most sense by far.
Yeah, and to reward it, I think any mixed martial arts is a great sport, but a wrestling is truly one that allowed me to excel in everything that I do. And for that, I started with that. That was like my main thing. I would go hang out with all the teammates and learn English and go to their houses and learn how their parents did certain things compared to how I grew up. And so kind of got westernized in a little way.
Yeah,
but
they weren't running for turkeys and chickens.
Oh, shit.
They were going to the store.
I know. Dude, the biggest difference was going to freaking school and seeing what they feed the people. I was like, we get Pop-Tarts for breakfast. In Puerto Rico, you get a whole course meal. Like, people are making this thing in front of you.
Holy
now,
shit.
coming here, I was like, Pop-Tarts. And my mom was like, you're not eating that shit. I'm like, okay. So it was a little bit different, but I would say transition of I did every sport. I did wrestling as my main sport, then basketball, then finally I got into football, but I was so small, bro. Like, even in sophomore year in high school, I was 99 pounds.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was really good. I was like a small, fast guy and didn't know how to play, really. I didn't know sport. But
99 pounds as a sophomore. That's
Well, what were you playing when you were a sophomore? At 99
corner
pounds?
and sometimes halfback and receiver.
Yeah, that's still a lot. That's pretty.
I could
small.
throw the ball, but it was just like, guys are just way better than me. And when you think about, again, nothing against upstate New York, but competition level is way different than here.
That's true.
In Florida. We have some dogs up there for sure. It's just the development is totally different. You don't have Steven out here playing with a bunch of these guys that are, developing them in the right way. Up there, you kind of have to learn on yourself and watch videos, a lot of YouTube videos. That's how I learned a lot of how to route run, how to throw a ball, what is a quarterback, you know what I mean? And so it's a lot of self education.
Yeah. Well, shit. So then, all right. So then you started playing football your sophomore year, or you started playing?
No, I started playing 8th grade.
Okay.
And that was like modified football. And I remember the first year I was playing, I wanted to play so bad. And I was like 3rd string running back. I'm like, oh, yeah, hopefully like, someone either
Someone
goes
gets
down
hurt.
or I get to play.
You never want to wish that on somebody, but it's like,
you know what?
Man,
Maybe
don't be afraid to twist
yeah.
an ankle or jam a finger for a couple
Yeah,
plays.
take a play off. Yeah. And unfortunately, I was never really able to play a real snap. But there was this thing called the 5th quarter, and it was for everyone who didn't play.
Yep.
And I got in there. I remember first touch, boom, to the house. I'm like, wow, this is so fun.
Yeah.
And I remember second touch, I have my best friend who's also Puerto Rican. We're not known to play football. He's my full guard. He's like going through. He has one guy to block the safety, and he turns around because he couldn't find him and just tackles me. And I'm like, bro. And at that, I'm like,
wait, own teammate.
Own teammate tackled me. Yeah, he's one of my best
Friendly
friends.
fire, man.
Friendly
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
That's a tough deal.
But it was cool to learn the sport and then get competitive. I would say I got competitive junior year when I stopped wrestling.
Gain some weight.
Dude, I stopped wrestling. I gained 80 pounds.
I was gonna say, so I know wrestling guys, they usually they literally spit to like lose water weight.
Bro, there were so many nights I went home.
Wear like the trash bags. The sauna.
No dinner. You walk around like a zombie. And obviously it's a really tough sport.
Is it because
Not
they don't want
healthy.
you to go up a weight class? Is that why?
Well, it's very like strategic. Like let's say there's a really good 120-pound guy on the other team, and we want to put our best guy on him. If our guy is like 138 pounder,
And he
maybe we'll
drops
have to drop
18.
him. Yeah, so we have the best opportunity to win. And our team was actually really good. We won states in New York, which New York and Pennsylvania are the top 2 wrestling teams, I would say, or wrestling states. So we were very serious. Our coach was female USA Olympic coach. And so, everything was taken very serious. And but once I realized I was really having fun with team-based sports, I was like, okay, I need to make a switch because wrestling is no longer doing it for me. I love it, but
I mean, you're not going to be a millionaire from
Yeah.
sports wrestling, at least. I mean, entertainment wrestling, sure. Yeah, like WWE.
yeah, WWE.
Shit, yeah.
WWE. I grew up watching WWE, but and for me,
I think
it's-
every kid did.
No, I did.
Yeah.
My favorite wrestler was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold.
And Kane.
Oh man.
Not the Hulk. Rest in peace.
No. R.I.P. though.
Yeah. No. Again, just to go back on this, and I only watched WWE through CDs when I was young because we had 2 channels in Puerto Rico. It was the news and the Simpsons. Los Simpsons at 4 p.m. And so we'd run home, hopefully make it home on time on the bus, and we would watch Los Simpsons. And then from there, we had the freaking news for the next 3 hours.
Was
and
the
so,
bus pulled by like a donkey or a motor?
Oh no, that one had a motor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, the way he's describing it,
No.
man.
Oh, no, I know.
Y'all had internet back then?
No, we didn't have internet.
And you're
I wish we didn't have internet, man. I think that'd be so
well,
pure
bro.
to live, dude.
So he's 27 right now. So that means 10 years ago, you would have been my age still, 20, what, 6, 7?
Yeah.
Shit, bro. At 26, 27, internet was everywhere. And then you at 10, no internet? This is wild to me, bro.
Yeah, we had no iPads, none of that stuff. Again,
Kids being kids, though, man. I that's a whole different subject. But
yeah.
all right, so then you focus more on football, and you're kind of,
So then I transitioned from wrestling to
and you're like, shit, I'm actually kind of good at this.
I go in on football, and from there I know I'm fast. I know I can have a little bit of lateral movement stuff going on, but I always wanted to be like some sort of leader, and I know there was always a spot for our team to be led. I think that's what held us back a little bit, and so I was like, I need to have the opportunity to lead, and so I always saw the quarterback position as like the freaking, what is it, the mitochondria in the brain where everything works through him, and if he's not on point, then the whole team is
absolutely.
offbeat.
No doubt.
And so when I look at college NFL guys, those guys are wired a little bit different, and you can tell who was a quarterback back when they were younger, even in business. You can tell the way they do things is just different. And so I was like, okay, I can't throw a ball for shit right now, but I'm gonna throw it every single day until I can throw it as best as my ability. And I would say as I grew older and I got to my senior year, I was the best, worst quarterback in my situation. Worst.
The best of the worst.
The best of the worst?
I'm gonna say this: the worst, best quarterback. Worst, as in I cannot read any coverages. I don't know what the hell is going on.
But you can get them the ball.
But I can get the people the ball
and make plays.
and I can make plays with the ball in my hand. And so that was enough for us to have fun, enjoy the game, and continue to want me to continue to play the game. So I ran track and field. That was my secondary sport, which allowed me just
I
to get
always
fast.
ask that, what exactly did you run? Was it like the 100, the 2, the 4?
The worst one. What do you think
the
is the worst?
relay?
No, what do you think is the worst event?
Hurdles?
Yes, which ones?
The ones where the steeple.
No, 400 hurdles, bro.
Okay.
Good God.
Yeah.
Dude.
What is that, 4 laps around?
No, just one.
It's just one, but it's not a jog, and it's a full sprint. It's a sprint. It's just 1 lap, 10 hurdles.
I'm getting tired just imagining that.
Bro.
That sounds miserable.
Oh, shit. Now I know where your knee injury came from.
No? No. Injuries came from football in college.
No, I'm saying the pressure on your knees because you're
from landing on that, and that's
you're
got to be
throwing your leg up, landing on it, and just it's like a fucking gazelle. I see these people do it, and I'm like, holy shit.
No, it's unreal. That, and I ran a couple of different events, but nothing really compared to the 400 hurdles for me. And again, that's another grit type of event.
Absolutely.
And any high school athlete understands, like, oh shoot, We don't have anybody running that. Whenever it's time to run that event and there's nobody on the sheet, they run around. They leave the coach because the coach is looking for somebody to fuck off and just throw them in that event. But yeah.
Did you ever run the 100?
Yeah.
What was your fastest time?
I ran a 10.9.
Damn, that's fast, bro.
Yeah. Best 100 was a 10.9.
This is in high school.
High school, yeah. So I was fast. I just didn't know
roll, man.
I didn't know the sport of football that well, but I just knew how to get to the line, score a touchdown.
Hey, you were trying to get that turkey.
That's
Exactly,
where it comes
brother.
from, yeah.
Yeah.
There's multiple turkeys when you, especially in college.
Yeah.
So then, did you play in college, or did you run track in college also?
Yeah, I ran track and field in college.
University of Buffalo.
University of Buffalo.
Well, that's what I was going to kind of get to. So, at what point were you starting to get kind of scholarship offers and at least recognition, or kind of like, oh shit, like I might get a chance to play college football?
Or were you a walk-on?
Yeah, so I never got the interest from colleges. I was a walk-on. It was weird because again, for where I grew up, my mom would have been happy if I just picked the freaking to work at the factory next to our hometown.
But we're like a PWO, or was it just straight?
No, straight walk-on. So
Holy shit, dude, you came out the fucking mud,
dude. It was so bad.
Holy shit.
We had Division III schools come to our program or our high school to speak to my really good friend who was a phenomenal football player. He didn't end up playing in college, but he was great in high school. And I would be waiting for them to call me. Hopefully they'd say something to me, and they never did. And so there was like 7 different Division III schools that I would have gone on a heartbeat if they gave me the opportunity. But at that time, I was like, okay, there's no interest. I want to go and do something that I could be proud of. So I'm going to go to the Marines, and I'm going to be a sniper, and that's going to be my thing.
Somebody play Call of Duty.
Dude, all my life. Dude, it was unreal. But yeah, no, it's at that point, I was like, okay, there's no other opportunity. Nobody in my family's ever been to college. Nobody's finished high school. So for me, it was like, okay, I'm about to finish high school. What's the next step to do something that I can really be proud of? And so, okay, I'm gonna defend this beautiful country that I live in.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna go and push my body to its limits and see where it takes me. And that was the goal until I met up with my friend's family, who gave me an opportunity to go to his acceptance day. And we just walked around campus, went into the enrollment and
For those
registration
that
office.
don't know what acceptance day is,
Yeah.
is that like you accept a scholarship or?
So my friend, he ended up going to the University at Buffalo as a student. And so it was a random Saturday. I have nothing to do. And he's like, hey, you want to come to my acceptance day at the University of Buffalo? I said, yeah, I have nothing to do. And so he went on his orientation stuff. Me and his dad walked around the campus, and we run into a random office for registration and enrollment. And from there, magic happened, and they were to send me applications. I applied. And they had me join this program, which is called the EOP program. It's Educational Opportunity Program for lower income families. And just to give out people the opportunity to see what college is like. You either pass or fail. If you pass, you get to join the regular students when the school year starts. If you fail, then obviously you go back home and do something else. But yeah, it was an unreal Saturday. And because of that Saturday, I was able to experience an unreal college at the University of Buffalo.
No shit, man. So then, I mean, talk to the people listening about the process of walking on as not a preferred walk-on.
Dude.
What's the difference?
Preferred walk-on is a guy that's kind of like a fringe scholarship guy. They don't have enough scholarship offers. This was, pre-NIL. So if you're a preferred walk-on, you don't have to do all the walk-on testing and all that shit. You got a spot on the roster. But you're still, for all intents and purposes, you're still treated like shit. At least that's how it was in South Carolina.
100%.
A walk-on, you're doing all the workouts, all the cleaning up shit, all picking up stuff. You are absolutely treated like shit.
So you're like Rudy.
Yeah, but it's not treated like shit from the teammates for the most part. I mean, obviously there's some guys that are just pricks just to be pricks in general.
From the coaches.
From the coaches, yeah. And everybody's like, yeah, man, fuck this kid. Let's make this absolutely miserable to get this kid off the field.
Yeah.
So, just kind of talk to the people that that whole process, because.
Yeah, no. So the walk-on process is a process that I am so thankful that I went through, because now it allows me to see life as a walk-on process. Like, I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I really got to get out the mud every single day, every single opportunity that I have. And so when it comes to walking on at the University of Buffalo, I did it twice. I did one for track and field, and I did one for football. The
Okay.
first one was track and field. That one was a lot easier than it was for football, just because you got to run a certain time. I knew I could do so, and so I just went on, did that, and I worked my way up. I did a freshman year. So freshman year, I didn't walk on to the football team. I just did track and field, and I did well, but ultimately I was missing the feeling of camaraderie, brotherhood, and
Right.
the things you can learn only from a team-based sport like football. Now, this is when football came into the picture. Towards the end of my freshman year, I'm like, bro, I hate running right now. Like, I need to run for something. I need to,
Dude.
dude.
We'll
And
get into that in the next segment about your Instagram and what you're
Yeah.
doing now, but I despise running just to run.
I mean, you didn't really run, did you?
Like jogging?
I mean,
My wife likes to jog around the neighborhood and like get her running and shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in college. It's not like
Fuck
you were.
no, I didn't run to run. Are you kidding me? No, man.
no, most football players don't run over a mile until like they're 30 and they're running their first marathon.
Ain't doing that either.
No, so
So the football coaches come see you run track and they're like, this kid can fucking roll. Like,
no.
no.
I remember going after my track practice to watch the football practice, and I remember watching all these guys do certain drills, and I'm like, I mean, he looks pretty good, but I can do it just as good or better than him. And then I would go. I think I went for 5 days straight until I could get the courage to like be like, okay, I kind of want to do this. And so, again, I would literally sit at the top bleachers. I didn't want anybody seeing me, and I just watch from the top bleachers. Okay, I can do that. And so I started copying those drills and just doing them in the field where everybody has access to.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, yeah, boom, I can move all shin angles, I can stab, whatever. Everything was like coming pretty easy to me. And so I started going deep onto YouTube. I was like, how do I get in and out of this break? I knew I wasn't going to be a quarterback at the University of Buffalo, but I knew I could run, so I'll be a receiver or DB, whatever they want me to. I did even long snapping, any
Long
opportunity.
snapping.
Yeah, any
Just to
opportunity
get
I
on
got.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. And so I remember, okay, boom, I'm ready to go. I'm going to text these coaches, see if they hit you back. That is not the right way to do it. They're never going to hit you back. You're a random person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But did they?
No.
And
so-
they don't operate like that. You kind of got to just show, you got to
Yeah.
like knock on the damn door like, hey.
Literally. So I remember one day I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to knock on the door, open the door, say, this is who I am, and this is what I want to help you guys do. And so I go to the football facility. I'm like 3 steps away from the front door, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not supposed to be here. I was already like, whoa, I'm at a Division I college. Like, I had one of those, what do you call it when your mind just says, bro, you're doing too much?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, I literally turned around and went back home, and I felt like the biggest bitch.
What?
Like, I think I didn't cry, but I was like, bro, why can't I just like be strong enough to just try this thing? The
You
worst
mean
thing to
not give a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fuck it. So the next day I go, I said, I don't care. The worst thing they can say is no. And I can be in the
Exactly.
same scenario.
The
which
worst
is-
they can say is no. That's
Yeah. And I was already in a great scenario. I was running Division I track. I was in a great college and done way more than anybody would have thought I would. And so I said, fuck it, let's go. I show up. I talk to the front lady. Hey, can I talk to this coach? His name is Robert Ainello. It's Coach I. He's an amazing coach. Ultimately, he didn't really give a fuck. But I got an email, and that email allowed me to send in my interest. I'm like, hey, I'm really interested. I'm a current track and field athlete here, and so I would love to try out for the football team. And so I got an email back, and
hold that thought before we get to that final email. We will be right back with Sports and Suits. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all social media and also on YouTube. Hit that notification button so you can be notified anytime a new episode drops. We'll be right back.
all right. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm
Sean,
not doing
thank-
cocaine back here. I was wiping my nose, I swear.
Sean with a great exit from last episode, as always. So we're going through just to rehash. You're going through like you just emailed. What is it? The front office lady, at University of Buffalo, kind of pleading your case to like why you should be on the team. So go ahead and go with the email.
Yeah, so I sent a very basic email. I'm like, hey, I want to be part of this team. I think I should be part of this team because I will do X, Y, and Z, which is help you guys win games. At the time, I just wanted to sound as simple as possible, but, telling them that I am very confident in myself, which at that moment I was, but I really wasn't. I was just like, oh, let me just get an opportunity. And then from there, they told me when the tryout dates were. It was actually like a week after or so. I was very late to joining the group. But right there, I got straight to work. I didn't even go to class that day. I went to the field. I ran some 40s. I, did the basic
Walk on like testing and all that stuff. Yeah,
it's all like combine movements. And basically, the night before or the morning before the event, I remember I could barely sleep. I slept like 3 hours, and I woke up 3 hours before the event. I went to a random gym, got my ET, Eric Thomas in my freaking ears. I am in the gym. I'm riding the bike, doing whatever I got to do to get right.
When you say ET, are you talking about Eric Thomas?
Yeah, Eric
Yeah,
Thomas.
that's what he
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. No, he honestly,
The hip hop preacher?
yeah, he's unreal. And he honestly, that day was the reason I went in so hard. He's like,
You
What
gotta
is it?
want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
yeah, and he goes,
Bro, that shit gets me all the time.
I
man.
didn't come this far to only come this far. And I was like repeating that over and over. And I'm like, okay, I'm not even supposed to be in this college, but I'm going to go above and beyond. And I'm going to take over and not just walk onto this team, but I'm going to earn a scholarship, become the best player I can be, and maybe even be on a flyer someday for this university. And so I was way beyond the tryout. I was like, I've already made this team. I did all my running, all my events. I long snapped, played quarterback, receiver, DB, did every drill you could do. Because everybody else, there was about 20 other kids there. Everybody else was pretty like,
specialized and did like one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they looked good. They were all great, but I knew in my case, I'm very versatile. And I was like, I could do anything. And so I think that's what allowed me to get on. They only picked one, which is me, to join the team. And I remember when I got the email, I was with one of my friends who also tried out, and he got the email that said no, and then I got the email that said congratulations. I'm like, oh, wow. I didn't even know what to do at that
Was
point.
he
I'm
happy
like,
for you?
yeah, he was.
Oh,
And he was an amazing friend. He still is an amazing friend. But, he kept trying year after year. People do that often. If you go to university,
Yeah.
they keep going until
And there's
they're
usually
done.
I don't know how many workouts a year for walk-ons.
At this university, we had one.
Oh, okay. I know.
Yeah.
I know. South Carolina had like 2 or 3
Yeah.
throughout the
Bigger
throughout the year.
university.
So
Yeah.
one tryout, one person, once a year.
Yeah. And then
The odds of that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
How many kids were out there?
Every year, there's 20.
Yeah.
20 kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every year, there's
yeah.
about...
Can't just. I mean, usually it's not just a bunch of slapdicks out there. It's usually guys
No.
that like played high school football, like at least had some sort of knowledge
Yeah.
of the sport.
Yeah, no, they're all like solid. And honestly, all my friends were all walk-ons. So every year, we'd add like 2 or 3 new guys to the squad that went through the same process that I did. And those are like my guys because
Oh yeah.
nobody gets out of the mud. But basically, I was able to join the team. They gave me number like 31. That's some random number for a receiver.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And then I'm at the bottom of everything. Like, I can't even practice. I'm just watching practice. And
They won't let
Doing
you
like scout
practice?
team stuff.
yeah, they'll let you, but the first couple of weeks, you're just watching because
Yeah.
they don't want you to.
Fucking hurt somebody.
Yeah,
or-
you're a safety hazard if you
Yeah.
haven't been out on the field in a long
As a
time.
receiver?
I joined mid-season, like mid-camp. It was like weird.
How's
But
a
dude, they-
receiver
like,
going to hurt somebody?
because the receivers. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but I'm saying
Mhm.
like the walk-on receivers that we had. Again, this was fucking 15 years ago at this point. The receivers that were walk-ons were playing like safety scout team. They were playing corners on scout team.
Yeah.
I don't want this fucking walk-on kid whose parents has a shit ton of money. That's why he's on the fucking team, covering Alshon Jeffrey and like jamming him up or stepping on his foot, twisting his ankle, fucking pushing him late.
Oh.
Don't want that. Nobody wants that. So it's
Yeah.
like you're gonna sit the fuck out for a little bit, watch how the other previous walk-ons are doing, and right? I mean, that's kind of
100%.
But they didn't even practice you at all. I don't even mean in like a scrimmage or anything, just as practicing.
it's
you.
practice. Yeah.
So you would do like the individual drills, and you would do, all the individual drills. But then once
1-on-1s and 7-on-7s.
you'd kind of learn the
They
process.
wouldn't do that, right?
Yeah.
Especially in camp, like when you're like a week before camp, because you don't want to, or you're already in season. Actually, I joined in season. You don't want to injure the people who are going to play in 3 days.
Mhm.
And so I remember I joined. I didn't play that first week. They sent me to the bleachers to watch the game. It was a game at home. I sat all the way up top. I don't want anybody to see me with my jersey after I told everybody, hey, I'm on the team. I'm like, oh, we were looking for you on the field.
This is all about Rudy right now, bro. I don't know if you've ever watched that movie.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah.
You need to watch it.
He didn't need to watch that shit. He fucking lived it, man.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I got to get this guy on here because the story is so much different than pretty much everyone else that we've had on here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
all the other guys we've had on here, like, yeah, it was a 4-star, 3-star guy that had all these offers. I decided to go here, and then injury prone and everything else. The guy came through a turkey bowl village, ended up busting his ass to.
So this is Rudy, 1993 film. It's got Sean Astin in it. That's basically you, except instead of coming from Puerto Rico, he came from a mining town.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I gotta watch it again. I'm very delayed on all movies, songs.
Delayed? I don't even think you were
Except
born.
for The Simpsons.
The Simpsons, I know what it
Yeah,
is.
That movie came out in 1993.
Anyway, I didn't watch any movies.
How old are you?
Growing up. I'm 27.
Exactly, which means you were born in 1998.
Yeah, but
He ain't watching
you
that
gotta
shit.
imagine.
Yeah,
I probably started
watch
watching movies when I was maybe junior in high school, but it's weird. Anyway.
But yeah, keep on keeping on.
Yeah,
So you're sitting in the bleachers.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting in the bleachers. I'm I told everybody, hey, I made the team. So they're looking for me out in the field, and they don't find me. And I'm I didn't tell them until afterwards. I'm yeah, I just had to go into the locker room and make sure everything was good. I don't know. I made up some lie because I was embarrassed. But from there, that following week was my first week actually on the field. Me and one of the scout team quarterbacks just went off. I scored 4 touchdowns on scout, which is a big deal because you're playing against the best.
You're playing against the starters.
The starters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're what the hell is this guy? And I'm just going off, bum. Me and Dom Johnson, he was a quarterback at the moment. And touchdown. I'm wow, this is a lot of fun. I don't care if I get to play out on the big field. I could do this forever.
Yeah.
But then, as time went on, I redshirted that first year. I didn't play a snap. The following year, I ended up doing a little bit of scout team again, and then I did special teams. But now I was fourth, and I went all the way from bottom. We had 12 receivers. I went to level up to maybe 8th, and then I went to 6th, 7th. Then new incomers, freshmen come in. You're automatically kicked down to the bottom again if you're a walk-on, because these kids were promised that they're going to this university and they're going to get the best shot to start or play, when I'm just a random guy trying to undercut that. And so every time there was a new onboarding or a new year, I would
Resets.
be boom, reset down to the
Well, then
bottom.
how do you stand out against that? Because
That's-
it kind of
that's
seems
what
like
he's-
So yeah,
That's what he's about to.
so this is how you stand out as a walk-on, and it's very important that you really lock in on everything, because you will be questioned on everything. And if you get one question wrong, or you're probably gonna get 2 plays out of that whole day that actually matter. If you get one drop, one miss, one error, you're gonna be stay at the bottom.
They forget
So-
about you. You get lost in the shuffle.
You're lucky if you get 1 rep.
even though you might be better than the freshmen that are coming in.
Doesn't matter.
No,
If that's a scholarship player, they're gonna get a hell of a lot longer leash than a walk-on guy.
And that's why NIL makes sense.
I want to get your opinion on that
Yeah.
here in a minute.
Yeah, no, I think
Colleges don't give a fuck about walk-ons.
no, I mean
There is no walk-ons anymore.
yeah, there is. I mean, now you can go in the portal and pick
Yeah,
up
walk-ons are done.
amazing
Oh,
people
shit.
for whatever. It's just anyway, the whole walk-on situation is it's just you and this ladder working against each other every single day, because you can be really good this day and you feel like you're gaining momentum, but as soon as one of the scholarship players makes a one-handed catch or a random play that everybody loves, boom, boosted above you. And so it's a very political game.
No doubt. I mean, I want to ask you this,
Man,
just
college
on the camera,
sucks.
did you ever have just go through a fuck, man, this sucks, I don't want to do this shit? all the time.
So many times, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a moment where,
It's like I'm kicking fucking ass right now, and then you got these guys that are coming in.
bro, I was going into my third year on the team, and I did really well the year before on special
And you're
teams.
still a walk on in the third year.
Yeah, I'm still a walk on.
That's crazy.
And I did really well on my.
That's unheard of. Just
Oh, listen, I was in college for 7 years, 6 years. Sorry, 6 years.
but being a walk on for 3 years is unheard of.
Like as in like stay on the team.
Staying
Oh,
on the
yeah.
team and like going through that fucking mental. Just fuck.
Yeah,
You know.
dude.
That's insane, man. I wish you were drinking so I could cheers to you because that's unbelievable.
You have to go through the same process every year?
No, once you're
Oh,
on the team,
once
you're
you're-
on the team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only way you get kicked off is if your grades suck or if you just suck. So just don't suck.
So there was people that walked on after you that did get kicked off the team, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
people- Like
People
most
come and
walk-ons,
go.
yeah, like you said, they're just out. Honestly,
Yeah.
even scholarship players, they're in and out. Football is especially in college, is a very tough sport because even
It's-
if you are a college or a scholarship athlete and you see another freshman that might have more stars than you or whatever, and they put them ahead of you, those guys can't handle.
Dude,
the-
it is. It's 100% the hardest sport, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Well,
Yeah.
I would say golf is, but
I'm saying like mentally though,
golf is.
you're out of your fucking mind.
Golf is.
Dude,
That's
no.
you've never been
football-
in a huddle.
How many NFL players are there?
You've never been in a huddle.
How many NFL players are there?
You've never been in a huddle.
How
Doesn't-
many?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
how
matter.
many
It doesn't
people
matter.
are in the Tour Championship
It
right
does-
now?
it doesn't-
30
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
across the world.
I
golf
think
is.
you can't go like team-based sport versus individual
matter. You
sport.
can't. That's the
First of all,
stupidest thing
golf
I've
is
ever
a
heard.
team-based sport.
No.
You have a
You're out of
swing
your
coach.
fucking-
You
God,
got a
bro.
swing coach.
Dude, you're out of
You got
your
a
fucking
manager.
Come on, brother.
mind. This guy's out of his mind. Did you sneak him a little something over there?
Oh man, no. I think, dude, there's a time in my career where my third year I'm kicking ass. Like spring ball, I am number 1, number 2. Me and Antonio Nunn, who's actually from Tampa.
Spring ball.
Spring
As
ball,
a walk on, you are 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
That's fucking insane.
I literally ranked up every year. I did a lot of like team building stuff. I've always been into community and like always led by example and always created little groups of, hey, I need to watch a lot of film. The only way I'm going to watch a lot more film and a lot more film than them is if I hold the film sessions.
Was Khalil Mack
Yeah, Khalil Mack.
was on your team?
No, I wasn't part of it. He
Is
was
he older or younger?
drafted. He's older.
Okay, I was about to
Yeah.
say you remember Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
His younger brother though, he played with us, and he was my locker mate. But like I was saying, that sophomore year, I'm number 1, number 2, and I'm balling. I'm gonna go into the season going crazy, and we hit summer ball, and I'm starting to hear different things from different coaches, like, hey, like, we can't, like, very political things, like, I'm not even
I'm
gonna
sure.
say them, but like.
Say him.
Oh yeah, basically
it.
he's like things like, oh, we can't have a 5'11", 6 foot Puerto Rican random dude starting for our program when we're trying to win this many games. Not even like it was more the coordinators, and I would hear from other coaches and
College
other
football's grimy, dude. It's-
other athletes, and I'm like, bro, like I'm better than these guys. It doesn't matter. I should be able to play.
Right.
So I remember going to their office and being like, hey, like, where do you see me in the future of this program, and how do you think I can help the team best? And he says, to be honest, if your goal is to play, then I would just go to the D3 school down the street. He's like, it's not a big problem. And again, I love this coach. He was saying he was my head coach at the moment. He told me, hey, I went D3 and look at me now in a way. I won championships. I had fun. If you want to do that, then you can go down the street to Division III school. And from there, I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? Like,
Yeah.
I just
Just
went.
busting my ass for 3 years for this program, and
Oh, yeah. I just went through all this time to just be said, I'm never gonna play, and so that's when my mind
because
was
you were a
shifting.
6 foot Puerto Rican.
6
was
foot
their-
Puerto
that was
Rican,
the reason.
Walk on, straight walk on. That's never been done. So it was like, there's preferred walk ons has been played.
That's a
played
kick
before.
to the fucking nuts.
And so I decided to leave the team.
That's New York for you.
Yeah, I decided to
They
leave the
preach
team.
tolerance, but they don't have any.
You hold on, so you left the team, dude. That's what I'm saying. This story it's unbelievable. So I didn't
Yeah.
realize you left the
Yeah,
team.
yeah. And apologies, it was my second year that I did this. It was my second year I went to my head coach and be like, hey, what do you see me in the next coming years? And he said, hey, I think you should go Division III if you really want to play. And from there, I left the team for that winter and a little bit of the spring ball, just because I wanted to be around people that believed in me.
Right.
And I'd rather not be part of a program that
Telling you
doesn't believe in me.
Right.
But then I was sitting at home not doing shit. I'm like, bro, why can't I just try again? And so they were texting me, my receiver coach said, hey, like, you know, we're thinking about you, because we got a really good connection. I was a big part of the leadership and everything.
And you're receiver 1 or 2 at that.
When I was I made a mistake. This is year 2 when I was kind of leading by example. And then he tells me, like, hey, you're not going to play. Now going into year 3, this is when I end up leaving. I come back and I tell you, hey, coach, I am sorry that I maybe disrespected you, because obviously a lot of words were said that I could not control.
With the heat of the battle, yeah.
You
said,
you know, I motherfucked them everywhere, and I was like, fuck this shit.
What is it, hijo de puta?
Yeah, no. By this time, I think I knew English.
I think he kept it English.
yeah, I think I learned English by this time, so I was like, said it in English to him. But at this...
You motherfucker!
Yeah, fuck you, huh?
No, bro. So I texted him, hey, I would love another opportunity to be part of this team. I realized, like, it's bigger than just, you know, myself and where I want to be. I want to help this team in whatever way I can.
Yeah, that's the brainwashing college does to you, doesn't it?
Whoa, yeah. Because a lot of people come in, they're selfish. I want to be 3 years and I'm to the NFL. But
everyone that's sat in that chair that I've had has basically said
exactly what I just said.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
the same thing I would have said.
Colleges
if someone
are
was asking me the
selfish.
same thing, it's like
they brainwash the student athletes to think, oh, it's about the team. It's about the team. You sit over here, do nothing. It's about the team. It's about the program. And while the college is getting rich, you're over here not getting a chance.
The coach is getting rich. The coach also can call an ass and leave whenever the fuck he wants.
Exactly.
Yes.
Bro, it's so fucked up.
It's
like Yo Murphy said, bro, fuck the NCAA. That shit needs to be abolished. That's what he said.
Yeah,
and you could hear it on the podcast last week. It was released today.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah, so I mean, do you know Yo Murphy?
I love Yo Murphy. Yeah.
We had him on last week, man. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so then let's kind of complete this task here. So you end up going. You talk with the coach after you motherfucked him, and you're back on the squad.
Back on the squad again. Go to the scout team. Back to square zero again.
Right? Yeah.
And now they don't really trust me that much anyway, because they thought I was selfish a little bit. And I said, fuck, I don't really care when I get a scholarship, if I get a scholarship, if I ever play. I just want to be part of a brotherhood that allowed me to stay on top of my grades, allowed me to have pretty much friends right away. And so just literally put my head down and worked as hard as I could, try to give the best look to the, first teamers. Boom, boom, boom. That ended up taking me to being the best football I could ever be. I did not care about the politics. I just did the things that I had to do, and I ended up being 1 and 2 going into fall. Now, at this point, I'm getting, like, all the praise. I'm like, yo, this guy's a fucking beast. Like, he knows every play. He is the first one in, last one out. He's in the weight room. He's a beast, whatever. And then we're 4 days away from our so we called our starters. I'm already a starter. I'm a slot receiver for the University of Buffalo. And I remember calling my mom, like, hey, Mom, I did it. Like, this is awesome. Like,
I'm not sitting on top of the bleachers.
And she had no understanding of what the hell I was saying. She just knew that I was happy about what was happening with football. Again, my mom loves football, but she doesn't really know football. So she's like, if Jovanny's happy, something good's happening. But basically, I told her I was starting, and I'm going to be playing in here in a week. We have our final mock, what is it?
Like walkthrough?
Yeah, walkthrough, actually a scrimmage.
Okay.
And there was like the last drill of the day. I went out first. I was first in line, did it. Time was running out. There's like, hey, it's like 5 more seconds. Let's get another rep. Coach, Jovanny, get in there. Boom. Or actually, we got one more rep. I run up there. I do this final rep. Boom, tear my ACL. All the work that I've done to get to square or to get to the top is out the window, and I'm fucking crying there. And I'm like,
I mean, I don't mean to laugh at your pain, bro.
No, it's just kicking the nuts.
Bro, that day was probably one of the worst days of my life. Actually, the worst day of my life because I was like, I spent 2.5 years
To that point.
trying to build something.
Let me ask you this. I know we said it earlier.
God
Do you believe that
damn,
everything
bro.
happens for a reason?
100%, brother.
Okay.
Dude,
As the older you get, you kind of like
Dude.
understand it.
100%. There's
And
like,
it sucks. It almost sucks to admit it. I still have a hard time admitting, like, yeah, like the South Carolina fucking issues and shit that happened. Like, maybe it was meant to be. You know, shit happens for a reason. I even feel weird even talking about it.
Yeah.
And that, like, just being like joyful about it. But
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
at
know,
least
man.
you got to play in an SEC championship game, though.
yeah, but
Jeez.
you know,
And he was
Yeah,
just
right.
trying to get a start.
I know, but it's still
And
it's all
the
relative.
day before,
God, that's a fucking brutal deal, man.
Dude, everybody has like,
I don't even understand how you dealt with that, man.
Which
everybody
knee?
has
Which knee was
stressors.
it?
The first one was my
School
right.
pay for it?
One second. Yeah. So they did pay for it.
Oh,
That's a
okay,
serious
all right.
question though, because
Yeah.
we had another kid that was
Was it Desmond?
yeah,
Yeah.
he was on
Or was
scholarship
it
offer
Luca?
at Virginia Tech, and
On scholarship, and they didn't pay for it.
No, they did, but they
they
half-assed
fucked
it.
it up. Yeah,
They half-assed it.
I think the first and the second one,
Yeah.
No.
And
No,
then
no,
he had
no.
to go to, what is it, Long Island?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah,
And then Luca
is it Rhode Island?
Stansani
Or-
was
yeah,
at Long Island.
yeah.
He tore his, and his wasn't done well either.
Yeah. No, I make sure that
He
they
gets a
took care
lot of
all that.
ACL tears on
Golly,
here,
man.
dog.
Dude.
We're
At
gonna,
the-
we're gonna change the name of the
Yeah,
podcast.
to sports and ACL tears.
Dude.
I hate to like laugh, but then I mean,
I know,
we're
I
not
know,
really
it's a
good at it.
misfortune.
Like, honestly, the best part of
What?
the story, because like, I was sitting there, I'm like, bro, I'm never playing again. Like, and I couldn't stand up. I was like crying. Like I don't cry a lot, but that year I was like, the fuck is happening? Like everything's just going wrong. And so this one took me, because I was being a little bitch. It took me 9 months to return.
That sounds about right.
Oh well, I mean,
I feel like it sounds about right too.
Yeah.
Like, not,
yeah. So I say that because my second one only took me 4.5, 5 months.
Damn, you tore it twice.
I told my other one, but
Oh,
you said 7 times.
yeah, then I had meniscus over and over and over and over.
oh my lord.
I know. And so that first year after everybody is like
Let me
balling
ask you a
out-
question. Do you think because you were running on hard ground when you were doing track, it might have,
Sean loves track, by the way, in case you can't tell.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe it might have put extra strain on those ligaments?
I feel like that's a valid question. I honestly do.
Because everybody says don't run on concrete. Everybody says run on grass.
Is Buffalo turf?
turf. So that's where I think
But when you were running track, from when you got here all the
Yeah.
way up until college, you were running on track, weren't you?
yeah,
I
there was like a
mean-
2-year gap.
Well, let's
Oh, yeah.
take it a step further. Were any of those injuries contact, or were they all non-contact?
They were all contact. Like they didn't actually like hit it on me, like they were tackling me, but they didn't hit my knee. So yeah, it was a little bit of both. Like
Okay.
I tore before the guy hit me.
So then maybe running on concrete for so long weakened those ligaments, which I'm pretty sure doctors have said does happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different variables
Oh,
that
yeah,
we go
that's-
into.
yeah.
I really believe.
It's not
Grass.
not seven fucking time variables, bro.
Yeah, I would say grass is the best thing he could ever do. Just go to his backyard and run around. That's the best thing you could ever do because it has enough give for you to get in and out. If you're a shifty athlete, you need a little bit of forgiveness for your knees. But Buffalo, where it's really cold most of the time, the turf
It's
is
even hard.
basically
Yeah.
friggin'
Concrete, right?
concrete. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my 2 older brothers played at Harvard, and they said the same thing. They played defense, and they said that playing in those cold games was literally like playing on concrete.
Yeah.
You hit the ground, and you're literally like, it's fucking frozen.
Yeah.
God.
Pins and needles, right?
Yeah, yeah, and that's not, that sounds miserable.
Did
It's the worst.
did either of your brothers tear any knees?
Not to my knowledge. They played defense. They weren't.
Well,
they
it's
weren't.
because you were from the better Caribbean island. It's called Cuba.
Cuba. Oy, Cuba.
I'm just
With
fucking
that-
with you.
With that, Sean, go ahead and exit us out here before.
No, I think it's your turn.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to get in after the ACL injuries and the meniscus. We got to hear what you're doing now, because
Yeah.
even this story from start to finish, it's only getting better,
Mhm.
dude. And it's pretty incredible what you got going on, and I'm excited for the fans and I'm excited for this guy to hear because it's pretty fucking badass. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick little breather. Don't want to give a breather without giving a shout out to Nectar. We got Tampa Lux, New York Pizza. Let's fucking get your ass together. We'll be back with Sports and Suits. Follow us, like, subscribe, do all the shit on social media and on YouTube. Cheers. See you. We're back.
Are we?
We are back.
We're back.
We are back.
So we are kind of going on with, Jovanny's ACL, meniscus injuries, and kind of just wrap that up. And then, I want to get the listeners to kind of understand what you're doing now and the vision you have. I mean, you've taken multiple trips around the world, collected a bunch of information about what you want to do, moving forward.
Yeah. So again, my college career was filled with a lot of fun activities like rehab for the most of it, and in total I had 7 knee surgeries, 2 ACLs, 5 meniscus throughout my whole experience, and I was in college for 6 years. During that time, I only had the opportunity to play in 9 real games, which to me was like, I couldn't even believe it. But I remember some key points about the experience was earning my scholarship. I was at a bowl game and it was Christmas Eve, and Santa came through with the perfect gift, a gift that I didn't even know was still available. It was my, I'd say junior year, because I had one more year after. They gave me a scholarship. I played. I had the best game of my life, or my game of my life.
How much was a weight lifted off your shoulders when you were like, I am on fucking scholarship? I literally came from a village running for turkeys to now I'm on a scholarship at a fucking D1 school.
Village is running for turkeys, sitting in the stands saying that you made the team.
Shit. I mean, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, his story is like none other that I know personally. I mean, you hear stories about that shit. There's movies made about Rudy and shit, but this is like a real life fucking person that I know.
No, bro. I honestly, when they mentioned my name, I was so confused because I felt like I was already on scholarship. I was like, what the hell is this? It was honestly like an added bonus. I was already starting that whole year. It was COVID year. I was doing all the things that I wanted to do. The money and the scholarship stuff was just like, I forgot about it because they already told me I was never going to succeed at this college. So I was just doing things for fun. I was like, let me just build the brotherhood and win. And so actually when they said it, I was like, oh, wow, I still had that goal to knock off, and I finally did. And again, the following day, I had a great game. I think I had 89 yards, maybe 8-9 catches at the bowl game, and finished off the year exactly how I wanted, with a final year to come of just really taking over. The final year does come. We have a whole new coaching staff come in. I'm the number 1 going into that year.
Who is the coach?
So Coach Leipold went to Kansas. And now Coach Maurice, linguist, who came from Alabama, he came to... Because
who they have now? Do you keep up with the program at all?
I do not keep up with the program. As soon as I said bye to football, I stopped watching it.
It's a guy that came from South Carolina. I can't remember if it was Dow Loggins or if it's Coach Bobo, Mike Bobo. I can't remember.
Yeah, I haven't kept track, and I plan to this year, but...
Coach Mike Bobo, yeah, he was an OC at Georgia. He was an OC at South Carolina.
He was decent last year. Yeah.
That's his name?
Mike Bobo.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's who it is, because he was. So Buffalo is. This might have to be edited because I don't want to fuck up my son's deal, but yeah, Buffalo was like reaching out to Memphis about doing that. So, but yeah, go ahead. Then
you started smashing bitches, started slaying.
Everything that comes with the stereotype of football came through, and. So it's the final year. Everything is like coming to me. Coaches are saying, "Oh, you're gonna get 80 plus, 100 maybe catches this year. Life's gonna be great, right?" And so I build everything I can. I work my ass off. Again, there's a lot of different injuries that happen throughout this time, but I end up starting game 1, first play of the season. I hit a corner post touchdown, like 80 yards, and second game we go to Nebraska. This is the biggest place I've played so far. And I think there was like 107. I don't know how much they fit. I think it was 107,000 people. It was an unreal place, super hot. And, I was having a decent game. We were getting our ass kicked, but I was doing decent. We have about 5 minutes left in the game. I catch a little ball over the middle. I try to hit a spin move. Boom, other ACL goes. And I'm like, this time I didn't cry. I just stood there. I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. I knew it was ACL, but I didn't want to like say it out loud. I just got up, I jogged off, hopped off a little bit, and I just started swallowing. I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. And so basically I tore my ACL again and had to go through that process again. But this time I did not play the victim game, and I knew that I was going to come back way better than before. It only took me 5 months to recover. And
That's quick.
Yeah, it was my trainers at the University of Buffalo. They care so much, and they're really on top of everything, and they have the best. Obviously, I hear stories of other athletes doing it, but for me to do it for a second time and actually like a seventh time over and over and over, these guys are just on top of it. So Buffalo has I'm indebted to them and the ability, or the people that care so much about their athletes. So
That's a much different stance than the other guys that have been sitting over there. They were not fond of their athletic trainers, and I still am in contact with our strength, or not our strength, but our medical staff at South Carolina. They said I didn't have a torn labrum. I had a torn labrum. I still do. Never had surgery on it.
Yeah,
but it's like you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say it on camera.
Why don't you?
Why don't I what?
Why don't say it? Yeah, come on.
Don't
Don't give a fuck, Garcia.
I still go up to Columbia and I got fucking have a podcast in Columbia. I can't burn those bridges.
Yeah, no, it's a different experience probably when you go to a college where maybe, again, in this scenario, I should have been overlooked. Not should have, but most times I am overlooked as a walk-on. But again, when you build connections and really focus on like the full team, I think that's when people start to really like love you for who you are, but not what can you do on the field.
Right.
But at this point, I had already done kind of both. Like I can play and I can lead or do whatever it is that I need to do. But long story short, after all those injuries, I have a final year. I applied for a final year of, what do you call it? Medical.
Yep.
By this time, I have 3 degrees. I have a bachelor's in public health. I have a master's in finance and a master's in education. And all I want to do is just play football and go to the NFL. And so
go into finance, bro.
I'm not using any of them right now, but I'm using the best one, which was the community-based one.
Outreach,
yeah. And
so that typically leads to pretty good finance.
Yeah. So honestly, moving to Tampa has been the greatest thing, and in terms of opportunity for jobs, careers, and community.
So you cheer for the Bucks, right?
I do cheer for the Bucks.
Yes.
But I also cheer for the Bills.
Oh.
No.
I like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's a great quarterback.
Josh Allen is, the guy that I do the podcast with for South Carolina, Pat DeMarco. He played with Josh.
Oh, really?
For I think like 3 years before he retired, and he's like, dude, you are exactly like Josh Allen. You and Josh Allen will be bad news in the same room.
Wow.
I can tell you this. I'm surprised Josh Allen hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, man.
This year, I'm telling you they're going to win this year.
Well, they're saying the Bucks will.
Nope. I'm telling you. It might be the Bucks versus the Bills.
That would be insane. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways, go ahead.
Never got the opportunity to meet Josh, but I met Baker, and he is unreal. I love Baker Mayfield.
At Suka.
Yeah, so
he's a Suka guy.
I used to train at Suka, and
hell yeah,
see him there every day. Grind.
Come on this podcast, Baker.
He's not coming on any podcast anytime soon.
Yeah.
You know why, right?
No.
You guys know why?
No,
You don't?
No, I don't.
So remember when he said, he's like, yeah, they had Tom Brady, and he was very straight line, like no messing around, and then they brought me in to be kind of like the guy that jokes around and everything.
That was like 5 months ago.
No, that was
a
couple years ago.
No, that was after.
No. I had a podcast with the guy whose podcast it was on.
Really?
And he's like, when Baker said, they brought me to be the fun guy, and Tom Brady
commented during it.
Yeah, he's like, if I want to have fucking fun, I'm gonna take my kids to Disney World.
That was last year.
That was last year?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because Baker hasn't played this entire year.
Oh shit.
That was last year, bro. And he's been on podcasts since then.
Has he?
Yeah, man.
Okay, this will be the next.
Yeah. Come on, Sports and Suits.
Come on, Baker.
You live in Tampa. I mean, come on. That's basically you, except older.
But yeah. Well, anyways, we're not talking about Baker. We're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Did you forget his name?
No.
Okay.
Jovanny, man.
Not Giovanni.
Not Giovanni.
Jovanny,
okay.
Come on, Giovanny.
yeah, basically to wrap up my college experience, I was able to come back from my final injury, played a little bit, couple snaps, special teams, a little bit of slot receiver, but kind of like the NFL ambition that I was getting and the interest from NFL teams were kind of no longer there. And so I had two options. It was like, do I continue to pursue what I really want to do and what I love, which is to play football, or do I just settle and pick one of the careers that I could have gotten with my degrees? And so, like any person who has been injured 7 times and has had a hard time with football would do, I would continue to follow football. And so from there,
Hard-headed, man.
yeah, it's like a, oh, I gotta like get to it. You know what I mean? There's a quote that says, "No man is more." Well, I gotta remember it again. I forget. No man is more on. Wow, we'll go back to that. I forgot what it is. But anyway, it's the quote talks about how a man needs to go through a lot of adversity to have the opportunity to show himself who he is. And so that's what I kind of took the college experience as, and what has brought me here to Tampa now. So as soon as school ended, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go and pursue football. I have no agents, no money. I do have a couple credit cards I can run up. And so I know I got to leave Buffalo.
He told me about this.
This is when the story gets wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
more wild than it's currently been.
I'm sitting at home in Buffalo. I'm like, golly, I know that whatever the hell I want to do, whether it's football or whatever, it's not going to be in Buffalo. I love it, but it's not for me.
Damn, at home in Buffalo, that just sounds cold.
Yeah.
Like temperature wise.
And my knees hurt. I would wake up. I'm like, bruh, this is not the space for me. And so I called like 3 different training facilities for me to do combine training. Out of all 3, the guy from Tampa just sounded the best. I went to, One
Buck place?
No, Trench.
Yeah. You and Caleb were there, right?
Yeah, I met a bunch of great friends there, which is the reason now I know Steven through there. And, killed it. I spent every dime that I could on every credit card. I was $30K in debt after my whole experience. But I had a great combine, which was worth it. I ran a 4.47, vertical was a 41.5. Everything was great on the number sheet, but
what is Trench real quick?
It's a facility around here. It's a facility around here.
For training?
For combine. They do a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, it was a great experience. From there, got a local workout to the Bills. I thought I killed it. I did really well. Did a lot of special team stuff, punt returning. Again, anything. I did long snapping, everything that I could. It was like the walk-on story over again. Unfortunately, I didn't get the email that said congratulations. I got the one that my friend got back in college. So it's funny. Life is about rewriting the same scenarios over and over.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter if you fail or win. It's how you respond to it. And so from there, I kept working, had a lot of different opportunities interest from CFL, European football leagues. But my mind was set on being the best that I could be. And I know the NFL is that. And so it's NFL or nothing mentality for me, which,
so again, you didn't want to settle.
I mean, it wasn't an opportunity for me to go to the NFL. It was because I got an opportunity to come here to the Bucs and ended up not working out. But I didn't want to go and just try and be the best in Canada when I really love living here in the U.S. and I wanted to just be the best here.
What about like the USFL or?
I don't think that was a thing.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Shit.
And also the XFL was still in during that time, if I'm not mistaken, and now it's the UFL.
They combined, yes.
Yeah, now they combined. So you didn't want to do that either because both of them were in the United States.
Yeah, so there was a time where I did go for a tryout. I don't even know where it was. Somewhere in Florida. I actually drove with Caleb.
I think in Orlando.
Orlando,
yeah. It was, yep.
Yep. Again, I did my thing there. I thought I was by far one of the cleanest looking in terms of overall, just route running and everything. Didn't get an email back, and it's okay. From there, have again 0 money. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to Buffalo or come back. While in Buffalo, I had started a nonprofit thing up there that I still have events for, and I was up there throwing an event for communities. And in my pocket, I literally had $5. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do after this. I knew I had people that would give me food and stuff like that. Not that I was needing it, but I had $5 in my bank account, and then Destroying comes through, And so if you guys don't know who Destroying is, he has a YouTube channel, and
I didn't realize that he was the punter at UCF.
Yes.
I did not realize
he has
that.
a crazy story.
He's got an absolutely insane story.
Yeah, so basically he was in the YouTube space and in college athletics. The NCAA said you got to pick one. He picked YouTube, but now he's been able to come back to football.
He's made a hell of a lot more money.
He makes a lot of money, has a bigger impact, and he also had the opportunity to play in the USF.
Yeah.
Or UFL.
UFL, yeah.
But basically, he runs a bunch of different one-on-one tournaments all over the country, and he so happened to go to Buffalo on that weekend, like 2 days after my event, and these events are the most insane things. He just shows up. He has a bunch of fans from YouTube. 600 people show up. They're all battling one-on-one. Some people get a wristband, and the best of the best go at it at the end.
What do you mean by one-on-one?
Yeah, one-on-one.
Offense versus defense, receiver versus DB.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I would be the receiver. There's a DB in front of me. I got to score a touchdown, and he's got to stop me from scoring. You go one-on-one until there's one winner. And on this special day, I was able to go up there and win. Now, that day I won $12,000, and for me, the money gave me the ability to create space in my mind to what I'm doing next. Like, I was $30K in debt, 4 months behind on rent to somebody that I had just met in Tampa on my way down. On my way down from Buffalo, I had 24 hours to figure out where I was going to live. So I would go out on Facebook Market. I'm like, hey, I'm moving to Tampa. I am pursuing my NFL dream. I need a place to stay. And so this amazing friend, two of them, allowed me to stay in their house and basically upfront the money for me. Like I paid them until I couldn't, and then I was 4 months behind on rent, $30K in debt. But this day allowed me to pay them off and give me a little bit of bread to really like realize what I got to do to make Tampa home.
Yeah, some breathing room. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know, and I've never asked you this. What is that? The headband?
The turban? I don't know. I feel like,
I mean, that's kind of like your shtick, though.
yeah, it brings me back to like when I grew up in Puerto Rico. It's like very.
You got to find that, man.
Yeah.
Look up his name and look up YouTube, and he fucking cooks.
Dude, I put that on. I'm a whole different human on the field. I feel like I have two different personalities when I play football and when I'm like here. And when I put that on, I feel like no one can stop me. It gives me like a different alter ego.
You got that chip on your shoulder, and
Yeah,
I feel like that is severely underrated. Having a chip on your shoulder, like
Oh yeah.
somebody says I can't do it. Okay, watch this shit.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
No, go to like Destroying. I'm sure there's one in like this thing right here. Yeah, but there's like this is Bali. We can talk about that some other time. Dude, I've done so
Mario.
much random shit.
That?
Go to like Reels.
Headband?
No, go to Reels.
Reels.
Yeah, you
Alright.
go up here, and you can go to that one. This is the route that saved my life. This is actually the route that I won the $12,000 in. Yeah, give me that.
Isn't that like
Everybody hated me there, bro. Everybody.
Isn't that like a Arabic?
It's urban. Honestly, there's so many different
Hijab.
things.
That's kind of what I thought when I first saw it. I was like,
It looks like exactly like it. He's been to Bali. He's been to Thailand.
Yeah, he hasn't been to
there's some-
Islamabad.
No.
Oh,
That's,
that was very offensive. No, I'm just kidding.
no, that's straight just for.
Nah, dog.
style.
Asia has a lot of that Muslim tradition built into it. I mean, that's a Muslim head garb.
Again, some people have their understanding of whatever the hell.
Or
it
it's
is.
just a motherfucking beanie
Yeah.
that you tie up.
But he, I mean, that's why I wanted to have him on here again. Is that story is unbelievable? Like you're $30K in debt, you have $5 to your account, you end up signing up for this thing and winning $12,000 from this guy.
Yeah.
That's incredible, and your life has changed
Oh yeah, bro.
since then.
That's all I needed. I needed $12,000 to change my life, and from there I was like, okay, I'm in a new city.
I'm getting goosebumps. Like, dude, that's unbelievable.
What is the number one thing I got to do is, number one, meet people, create communities. I went to every free event, yoga, whatever the hell was going on in Tampa. I was there. But most importantly, what am I good at? And that was connecting with people and obviously health.
Right.
And so I'm going to find the best gym, which actually found me in a way. And I'm going to find the best restaurant or hotel type vibe. So I applied to go work at the Addition, and I applied to... Actually, my Suga story is a little bit different because I just wanted to join a gym They're super extensive if you know
They are.
Suka, but they also have a phenomenal program and
Oh, I
coaches
thought
are
that
unreal.
was like an Asian restaurant.
No, Suka's
Do you know Lex Capitano? Not to change this up.
yeah.
So we had him on here.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
He talked a
Son
little
of a
about Suka.
bitch won't accept my freaking collaboration.
Wait a second. I'm pretty sure he did.
He didn't. I've been ripping his ass about it.
Oh, like literally or figuratively?
Both.
Jesus, bud.
Yeah. So I guess I went into Tampa trying to build community through the Addition and Suka. I knew that I didn't want to work at a restaurant like first day at my job at the Addition. So I said, okay, I'll
The
go all in
Addition's
to
an
Suka.
actually really nice hotel restaurant, right?
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like 3 different restaurants in there. It's unreal.
Don't they have like a rooftop bar?
Yeah, they have
That they do.
unreal.
Yeah.
But Suka is truly where I was able to build community, and it was crazy the way that I was getting in there because I had $100 and maybe $80 left in my bank. In order to join Suka, each like a 3-pack was $150, and so I was like, do I get groceries this week or do I invest in this community and see if I can give value of any sort? And so I spent $150 for 3 classes at Suka, showed up at 5 a.m. every day, worked hard, killed every workout. And then from there, they elongated my stay for an extra 10 days. And then, by the long story short, I ended up getting a front desk job to then becoming a personal trainer and then kind of leading a little bit of the personal training for a long time. And that was only open for 3 months when I joined. So I really have a lot of love for that place. I no longer work there, but those people are amazing. And so they gave me the opportunity to really grow in Tampa.
The mentality I get from you is risk it all or don't do anything at all.
Yeah, why hold back?
Yeah. No.
Life's too short.
Life's too short. I
Yep.
agree.
And so here I am now. I am a personal trainer. I do in person and online, and I'm have some big projects coming up soon. But I'm also somebody who's, like you said, going to risk it all and go really experience life. So I like to travel a lot for long periods of time. And I like to do a lot of solo stuff. And like I went to Bali and Thailand for 40 days. Spent some time living in the jungle, caught some 11-foot pythons, killed some iguanas.
So when you were in Bali, like where were you staying at night? Did you build your own shelter or was it at a hotel room?
For 3 nights, we found this big ass cave, like 60 meters. And
60 meters?
Yeah, I met this guy named Mikael Aparicio on social media like 4 days beforehand.
Is that the guy that went back to get your luggage?
No, bro.
Because I messaged him on.
He's
on
the
Instagram.
one that stayed with the cannibals.
Dude, he was posting stuff, and he's like, "Dude, you wouldn't believe it. Like, lost my luggage. This guy that I met went to go to the airport, picked it up, brought it back. Didn't take any money. Didn't take anything out of my suitcase. So like,
Is this true?
Dude, 100%.
If that happened in America,
Bali
would be gone.
Bali is the safest place in the world. Literally, I gave this guy all my belongings. I had a breathwork event to get to, and this guy picked me up at the airport. He had all my IDs, passport, everything that I would need to actually survive in terms of getting back to the U.S. In his car. And this guy literally slept in the car for 8 hours of this event while I did my breathwork shit and met a bunch of people. I came back. I didn't even have his number. I'm like, yo. He was still sleeping on the damn parking lot.
Yo.
With all my stuff.
Huh. That's a guy right there.
Dude, that is the guy.
Like a good guy.
Yeah. You won't. It's hard to find that kind of guy in the States.
But now I text him all the time. He doesn't even know English that well. We just point and laugh.
We're gonna take a quick little break. And
well, I don't think he has any more time.
No, you got another 10 minutes.
We can do 10 minutes real quick.
10 minutes, all right.
Yeah, we'll take a quick little break. Don't
like,
forget,
comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all the socials and hit that notification button on YouTube. That way you can get notified anytime a new episode gets released. We'll be right back. And we're back with Sports and Suits. It doesn't matter if it's Molly or Bali. We have the #1 tourist and the second best SEC quarterback ever.
Good Lord. Well, we're back on that note.
With your host, Sean Fabre.
for Brave Frameworks.
Yeah, for Brave Framework Studios.
Right up there.
So somebody found your passport, slept in a car for fucking 8 hours to make sure you could get your possessions back.
Dude, yeah, he is unreal. He was the Uber. He was like my guide, my tour, and I just met him randomly on a random app. They had like Uber, their own version of Uber. And now I text him all the time whenever I have friends going over there. I'm like, yo, hit this guy up. So hey, people in Bali are unreal. Actually, it's a place where if I had a daughter and she wanted to go on a solo travel experience,
I need to look up where this place is at, man.
Dude, look at his Instagram. It's
no. I need geographically.
I mean, I saw you posting. I was like, dude, send me your. I think I said send me your itinerary because that is unbelievable.
Dude, and the flight. I mean, the flight to get there, it's insane. It's like 30 something hours to get there. It's a whole 12-hour change.
So it's in Polynesia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polynesia.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah,
and I got it confused with Mali, which is off of the coast of India.
That's a real place.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other Mali.
No. That is a real place. It's off the coast of India.
So you come back from that trip. I mean, what was the premise of that trip? Was it just to kind of recalibrate? Was it to find yourself? I mean,
was it to do an endurance swim over open ocean and shark infested waters to multiple oceans or islands?
It was for all of that. I think at this point, I was like, okay, I got my job. I put my head down for 2 years straight. I never took a day off. I was working 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. I was building great connections, but I hadn't really done anything for me. I would wake up every day and I'd be serving somebody else every day. And like, I love it so much, but also I could feel my body like, yo, like chill or like do something for yourself for once. And I said, fuck it, I need to take a 40-day trip. And I've been really into like breath work and all that stuff. And so for me, I wanted to go to a place that kind of really embraces like self-love in a way. And so Bali was the place. I also went to Thailand right after that and met some of my clients there. It was crazy. My story went from living in a jungle in the middle of this big-ass cave to living at a beyond 5-star hotel with the Aman Party over in Amangari up in Thailand with my clients. We're going on yachts. We're going on unreal experiences, and there's truly no difference. When I told you my grandma was happy and the richest person banging that clothes against the rock, it is the same thing as me living downtown Tampa now with the smile. Because when I was in the jungle and the guy who picked up my clothes, I went to his house and we had dinner. His house is a little shack and we're having a homemade meal and we're just smiling at each other, 4 people or 6 people on this table. And it's the same picture as me sitting in a 16 beautiful long table with super happy, successful families. And so the vision of success for me has been truly all within you. Like, it doesn't matter what you have. It's truly having the ability to understand yourself the most. And so my trip was all about that. I was like, who the hell am I? What do I want to do with my life? And I realized that it's just...
Were they with like close friends or?
Oh, they're my clients, but they're more friends than they are clients. So I just met up with them and I stayed with them, and it was an unreal experience. Like,
you mentioned that during the trip you were with people that didn't speak the same language as you.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So how did you guys communicate?
Dude, it was the most...
I know you said smiles and pointing and shit like
Dude,
that,
no,
but
honestly,
but
that's how it
there's
was.
got to be
That's
a
how
way,
you-
right?
No, that's
Dude.
It's a pretty good way of communicating. Like,
Yeah.
hey, this is good.
I had no plan. Going into Bali, I know you said my itinerary was great. It's because I had zero itinerary. I literally went with the wind. And so the first day I get there, I just tell a guy, hey, can you give me a ride? And I just give him American dollars. He's like, I don't like American dollars, but like, I'll take it. And so we went on this journey for like 2 hours. I'm on this little motorbike on the back. We're going through this jungle. And he's like, bro, I don't know. Like, and I'm just pointing at like different pictures that I have in my phone. Like, hey, just take me somewhere around here. We found a random villa at like 12:30 a.m. We knock on the door, like, yeah, you can stay down here. And it turned out to be the most insane villa in the middle of a jungle. And I'm like, whoa, okay. So the next day I had to find a way to get to the real jungle and took another scooter guy all the way up there. And, bro, it was just insane.
Are these
The way
villas,
that
are you paying for those villas? Or are you just, when you knocked
No, at
on-
that point I would pay, yeah. I would go with my credit card. With my
okay.
my
So
card.
they weren't like just random homes that you were staying at.
I did for a couple of them, but the ones that are like nice villas, they're real like businesses. So
I want
Yeah,
to
they
know
charge.
about
They
the.
really charge.
Yeah.
I want to know about the open ocean swim. How far did you swim? Would you say? Guesstimate.
Oh,
And the
gosh.
reason I want to know is because, bro, French Polynesia has a lot of sharks, and you did it without a care in the world.
Well, you know what? Another reason people go to Bali is because it's actually safe water and there's a lot of surfing going on there. So I would go about as deep as you would go surfing, but with no
It's
equipment.
still pretty fucking deep.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I mean,
so,
like tiger sharks are just spitting out right here, knee-high water in Florida. And if
Yeah.
you know that, right?
no.
You seen that video?
Oh yeah, there's hammerheads. There's
Yeah, bro, where they literally come up to the shore chasing a fish and then just spin out.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
I'm not on that.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a time in
You're
the cave.
swimming in deep water though.
Yeah. I did a lot of free diving up there too, which is the same thing, but now this is like a whole different level we can talk about some other time. But you just go as deep as possible
Yeah, free diving.
and you
That's-
learn to calm the mind, and the calmer you are, the deeper you go. But one last story about the cave is like we weren't eating or pretending like we're gonna be in here for forever until we survive, and we couldn't kill any animals because we couldn't just. It's hard, right? Hunting is hard.
in a cave. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, and so at the end we're like, okay, we have these big ass sticks. We're living in a 60-meter cave. Let's go all the way to the back. We go to the back. Everything's super dark. Swing your bat. Bang, bang, bang. Bats. All the way on the ground. They ding, ding, ding. You pick them up. You take all their guts out. You cook them in the fire.
Bats.
Bats.
Can I show you something real quick?
Yeah.
Look at the TV.
Guano.
This is in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tiger shark.
Yep. And that is not a small shark either.
No, that's a.
That'll do some damage.
Yeah.
That will fuck you up. I mean, shit. So, I mean, bro, were you high on shrooms when you were doing it? Because,
How'd you know?
well, it was Bali, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I would assume so.
No,
I'm not saying that you were, allegedly.
No, I would say that I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say no. No,
No, say no.
I stopped drinking. I stopped drinking like maybe 2 years ago, and again, I got into breath work, and there's different modalities of breath work. Some may include shrooms and stuff like that. And so lately, I've been experimenting with it, and I've only found like positives from it. And so I don't drink, but I do microdose, and I believe it's something that truly makes me better in terms of finding out what I really want to achieve.
Absolutely.
Opens up your third eye.
Yeah.
So I mean, real quick before you got to go, I know you got to catch a flight, but like, tell everybody what your plan is now, moving forward, and
Yeah.
if you can.
Yeah, no, 100%. So again, I'm a personal trainer. We do this thing where it's all inclusive. It's called Nova Performance and Wellness. We focus on nourishment, optimize, vitalize, and ascension, basically through training, nutrition, breath work, and all encompassing accountability, online, in person. I just want to be able to like show my experiences in a service to other people, and yeah, that's my goal. We have some big projects in terms of actual locations and actual businesses being built at the moment, but that's what I do now. And again, just loving Tampa and giving back to the place that gave me a great home.
How can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at I am Jovanny Ruiz. That is my name. And actually all social media. I am Jovanny Ruiz, and you'll find me there.
I mean, that's a hell of a story, dude.
Thank you, brother.
I can't appreciate you more for coming on here, man. Honestly, dude, that's why I wanted to get you on here. That the people to hear that kind of literally coming out the mud, because we've had guys that have been, like I said, 4 or 5 star recruits that went to these big universities, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, also they all have their own struggles. I mean, being a 5-star has a lot of you run into a lot of pressure, and everybody has their own shit. But I appreciate you having me on here and allowing me the platform to kind of just share.
Absolutely. I got to get on the breath work.
All right, bro. Whenever. I'll be back next week and we can talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going on a little sabbatical myself.
Nice. Where you
Tomorrow. Boca Grande, the shark capital of the world.
Beautiful.
Hammerhead shark capital of the world.
Yeah, well, they still bite.
Oh, I'm hoping they do. Just kidding.
Creates a story.
Okay.
But again, guys, I appreciate, dude. That was honestly, that was unbelievable. I'm so glad you got to explain your story. And again, thank you, Sean, for putting this thing together. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. The whole operation. Sean, you're better at this than I am. You want to close this out here?
Yeah, Steven sucks at this. Goodbye.